Yo, what's good? Everyday Superpower signing in. The place where you learn about nonverbal communication, you learn about body language in particular, you're going to learn about human dynamics, relationships, game, everything in between, okay? The topic of today is going to be in regards to desperation from a man and how easy it is to observe and how it manifests. But first and foremost, there's two links in the description of this video. One of them is going to take you to the catalogue of body language, where you're going to be able to understand the A to Z of human behavior through observing their subconscious behaviors and characteristics. Okay? Through reading their mind and how they act in real time. Second to that, there's a link to the Patreon where you'll join me in observing real life first date scenarios. You'll be able to understand attraction and repulsion cues, and you will internalize a catalogue of material and information and know-how that you can't help but perceive in your day-to-day life because it exists 24/7 around us. It's the real game. Now, let's move on. A desperate man is like a dog when it comes to his attraction to a woman. Me as a third party observing the characteristics of a man who is interested in a female, I see him like a needy dog, desperate to entice excitement, friendship, and positive communication from this human who he perceives as above and beyond and higher. He pedestalizes this person because he is attracted to them. He will be doing his thing, and then he will desperately look over to identify the reaction of this person because he's so in love, because he is so absorbed in the reaction he can receive through his love interest. And this is not unlike a man-to-man relationship where the desperate and the insecure man will make a comment of blah 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 and look over to the other man. How is he reacting? Does he accept me? If me as a man, as a third party who has not got the biological hardwiring and capability to subconsciously absorb this information, are like the woman who has been brought up to pay attention to those around them through a survival mechanism, especially men. If I can perceive that, understand that, and tell you about that, why can't that woman who you're so desperate to please pick up on that? And guess what she thinks? She, at the very least on a subconscious basis, sees you and says, right, I'm above him. He's desperate for me, I'm above him. Because I am not desperate for him. I'm desperate for the man above who doesn't show that. And that man who doesn't show that is above both of us. He's in pimp position. You see? Because he must clearly have much more. He must clearly be less desperate, you see? Because he doesn't behave in this manner. This man is but a dog, craving for my attention, craving for me to chuck him a bone. How sad, right? Disgraceful, disgusting. So when you're asking for attention, when you're craving attention, and when you are spun around the fingertip of the woman you're trying ever so desperately to please, this is how you are perceived by the woman. Me, I'm different because I'm observant and most men aren't, right? But I'm observant and I see things through a deeper level, and that's why I'm telling you, people like me will be perceiving you like that, and I'll be thinking, right, you got no chance. And I will see the woman sort of feed you that bone per se, and classical condition you to a degree as to where you'll do what she pleases. But the reality of it is, you consider yourself in control, in power of direction as to where that relationship goes, and it doesn't resolve in the way you want it to because, oh, she happens to find somebody else. Isn't that weird? If she is not pursuing you in the manner as to which you are pursuing her, give it up and move on. That's the harsh reality of it. F with the girls who F with you, and if they don't F with you, they don't even exist. We disdain that which does not give us power or attention. What's the point? We've got finite life, especially youthful energy and youthful life, and we should perceive it as such, and we should administer our attention and power and energy to that as to which garners us the positive result as to which we're after. We don't play by chances, we don't gamble, we don't pursue that as to which will indirectly perceive themselves as higher as us because we are chasing them. Politically speaking, people complain about a patriarchy because that seems to be what there is. That's because men seem to be at the top. So who are you putting yourself below a woman, man? Do you want a matriarchy in your household? Do you want to sit around and do the dishes and do the dusting, and your woman goes out and makes the money for you and then gets pregnant and then has to take time off of work? Oh shit, wait a minute, it doesn't work like that. So you need to be a man and you need to lead, and by leadership you must cut off and disagree with that as to which does not agree with you. Doesn't even exist, never even existed. You might be beautiful, but I know what my future holds, and it's way more beautiful than anything you could ever fathom. I'll wait until you pursue me because you now perceive me as separate, purely down to the fact I am taking a path which does not involve you. I'm not running down your path, in your trail. I'm firing off in the next direction. You can wonder momentarily, whilst you still believe you are at some degree in a higher stance. But when I'm not there a year on down the line, and then you look across and see the distances to which I have travelled through the trail I have left, you'll start to join my trail and start to pursue me. Because I know the way to go. Because I'm the leader. On that note, I'm signing out. If that was some game, you know what to do. Click like and subscribe. Peace.